Welcome to At the Table with Chef Jay, the podcast where we believe that every meal has a story and every story has a seat at the table. I'm your host, Chef Jay, and today we embark on a culinary journey through the heartwarming realm of cherished memories and delectable dishes. Today's guest is Columbia-based entrepreneur Teresa Tidwell-Smith. She'll be preparing one of her favorite dishes, bread pudding. Could you share with us the story behind this dish?
Wow, the story behind this dish comes from using everything in the house.
I love it.
Even with stale bread, day-old bread, 5 kids, my mother was like, we're not wasting anything. So day-old bread or days-old bread, she turned it into bread pudding. Because that is one of the ingredients for a great bread pudding.
And bread pudding is one of those dishes that now at some of the high-end steak, it's $13 to $14 just for a piece of it.
Yes.
Okay, so it's a delicacy now. So tell us a little bit about the bread pudding, where you're going to put it together, and the story behind it as we put it.
So instead of day-old sliced bread like we used to use at home, I like using the French loaf. It gives the crust. I like the crustiness of this a lot better. And then we'll add the raisins and the brown sugar and the milk. I use half and half whipping cream and you won't believe this, but coffee creamer.
Oh my goodness, I love using
That's
coffee
just
creamer.
something I add to it.
It gives a nice
beyond
taste.
my mother's recipe.
Right.
But anytime I smelled this when I got home from school, I knew it was going to be a great evening.
That's right. I know. I love it. So can you show us how to put it together and talk about the ingredients that you use and about the amount?
Okay. So the first thing I do, I tear up the bread in inch or half-inch pieces just to kind of, make sure all the liquid will be able to absorb in it. And this gives me about 6 cups.
Good.
One loaf gives me about 6 cups, so that would feed about 8.
So did she tear it? We see some people cute.
Yes.
Okay.
My mother tore hers as well.
Call it rustic when they tear it like
Yes.
I love it.
Like I said, I like using the crusty bread more so than the sliced bread. So once we get all that into the bowl, I'll go ahead and butter my dish.
So how often would you say you guys enjoyed this dish when your mother prepared it?
Now my mother wasn't a huge baker. My grandmother was. So when she did this, we knew it was something special.
I love it. Was it on special occasions or just, might have been doing the day, the week, or?
It would be if she was off from work early or she loved to pair it with spaghetti as well. So
Sounds good. That cinnamon and raisin, it's almost like a cinnamon roll. They go together.
Yes. And we've been known to have it for breakfast, brunch, or even, of course, as dessert. So.
Right. And so that's the thing now, even today, a lot of people love to have, bread pudding for a brunch item, for an addition.
Oh, absolutely.
And they just elevate it with Cool Whip. Just anything kind of can give it a nice texture flavor. I've seen people put nuts on it.
Yes.
So I'm so excited that you're sharing this dish with us today.
Yes.
In honor of your mom,
Yes.
of course.
Whisk up the eggs, get those.
We did three eggs.
3 eggs. Yes, I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be telling you what I'm doing.
You're doing good. Amazing, as a matter of fact. I've been trying to get you on my podcast for so long. I'm so honored just to have you here. Of course, you guys don't know she's my travel boss, so she takes me around the world, myself and my husband, and we enjoy all different kind of culinary with different countries. And this is the young lady that helped makes it happen, and she is amazing. Thank you.
Well, speaking on the travel piece, I actually went back and did some research. I knew this was probably a recipe that came over with slavery where, you use everything. But I wanted to look a little deeper, and bread pudding is around the world.
All
So,
kind of versions. Everybody got their own version.
Exactly. So we'll just put the eggs in there, and then you just dump everything into the bowl.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I do all my wet ingredients first.
What kind of cream is that? What flavor?
Hazelnut.
Oh, good. That's
Just to give it a little,
I love it.
flavor.
Oh. And then that's half and half.
half and half,
Mhm.
and then heavy cream.
Awesome. I like that combination.
So you know this is not for a diet. This
You
is
gotta have a little bit.
indulgence.
You just gotta have
Yeah,
a little bit.
indulgence. Then we just make sure the bread is kind of soaking it all up. We'll go ahead and put the brown sugar. This is probably about a cup and a half.
Right. And so when you talk about diet, I think we should enjoy all of it. You know, all a little bit
Yes,
of everything.
it's a
you know?
time for everything,
Yes,
for
definitely
sure.
so. And then if you're indulging those, the next day just do your salads.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I think life, you know, food is one of the greatest gifts that we can have and enjoy it. I think that's amazing, you know?
Yes. So you'll see the bread soaking in all of the
It's soaking very
liquid,
well, too.
and that's what you want. That gives you your pudding texture.
I just love all the different flavors that you put in there, Teresa. That's
And then we'll go ahead and add our cinnamon and nutmeg. Very good.
take your top off this one also?
Yes. And I am a little heavy-handed with cinnamon and especially nutmeg.
I love it. One good thing about cinnamon, they said help with your blood sugar.
Yes, absolutely. Actually, I use it in my coffee in the mornings.
Right, yes, awesome.
And then the last, well, second to the last will be some vanilla extract. And you know, you can always use a lot of that.
You know what's so amazing with seeing you put this together, the dish, and I think about your mom, how they took something so simple and turned it into something so delicious.
Exactly.
I just love that.
Exactly. Then we'll just put the raisins in here and just kind of.
About how many raisins do you think you're using?
I used a cup.
About a cup, okay.
Yeah, about a cup.
Have she ever put nuts in it or anything?
Yes. So at times, I think she just wanted to see how we would take to it. I just like the raisins in it myself.
Yeah. To me, it's almost like a cinnamon roll in a dish.
Yes,
It
exactly.
just resembles a lot of
Because when it's
ingredients.
baking, oh gosh, it smells just like a big cinnamon roll.
So delicious.
Let's see, that's the texture you want. You want to see that it's absorbed. And now we'll
So
just
good.
put it in the baking dish, which I've already slathered with the butter.
And guys, that look amazing. And I wish we had smeller television because it smells delicious.
And you just,
at
put it out
that.
evenly.
That is beautiful, Teresa.
And some people, my mother didn't do this a lot, but sometimes where I've had bread pudding in different destinations, they actually have a cream, a sauce that they use.
Right.
And I made one just to kind of.
She what you call elevated that dish up now, okay, guys?
Yeah,
That's exactly what she
little-
did. Okay, what
But
is that
only
now?
you put this on after it's cooked. After it's cooked.
And what is that?
It's brown sugar, butter, and brown sugar, butter, and a little bit of cream.
Brown sugar, butter, and a little cream. That sounds
So
delicious.
you know
I can't
once
wait
you
to taste that.
butter, cream, sugar, it tastes good.
Okay. Well, I'm wearing this South African t-shirt for a reason. One of it is that we went to South Africa. Teresa created an amazing trip for us, surrounded around culinary, fashion, history.
Yes.
I'm missing one. Culinary, fashion, history, and culture.
Culture, yes.
So we are going back to South Africa in October, and I want you to tell us a little bit about you, what you do,
Okay.
and how we can learn more about the trip to South Africa.
Sure. As you know, I'm Teresa Tidwell-Smith. I'm the owner of Meaningful Escapes Boutique Travel Agency, where we provide peace of mind travel experiences, luxury experiences, including all the things that Judy just said: culinary, culture, fashion, you name it. We travel a little differently. We like to slow it down some,
Yes.
so you can have a very intimate experience. We take groups between 12 to 16. honing in on that intimacy as well, because we want, to really have a nice group, not too large, not too small. But that's what we do. We could curate the trips. Normally we will start with a group like that a year out. So everybody have a chance and opportunity to go ahead and make payments and be able to, of course, shop for your trip.
That's right. And tell us, you do something else when it comes to like retreats. Tell us a little bit about that and how we can also follow you and find you.
Yes. So we also curate retreats for business and life coaches. They are usually in hideaway places. We try to build an itinerary that takes you outside of, just not being in the city so much, but being in the countryside or on a lake property or a beach property, just so we're really enjoying the elements of God, what God has created.
Amen. Okay, me and Teresa have also collaborated on several occasions. One of them is your yearly breast cancer awareness. Can you tell us a little bit about that? And also how we partner together to do business together. And when I say that, I provide the food, the space, and the ambiance, and she provides candle pouring. So we collaborate with candle pouring. So tell us a little bit about that part of your business.
Okay. So the candle pour came about in 2020 when no one could go anywhere. All flights were shut down, basically. Travel was done for a few months there. So I created candles that took you away. So I just started sending them to my clients, and then they started asking me, well, how much are they? I said, well, I didn't even put a price on it because I was just giving them away just to kind of keep the travel bug alive.
That's right.
So that grew into another side of my business, and the breast cancer awareness pour is in memory of my sister who lost her battle in 2018. I always wanted to find a way to celebrate her. Her birthday was in October as well, so I always kind of marry that date and have a celebration. And I have it with lovely women that are also wanting to celebrate breast cancer awareness.
So what we also do together, we have a party coming up of sorority sisters, and they come in here to Celeb Studio, and we're going to do a candle pour and charcuterie party for them. So if you're looking for a way for your group to get together and enjoy us two young ladies, food, space, and candle pour, and she customizes 3 different candles. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes. So once I meet with a business or life coach, we will do a scent consultation. So they will be able to design 3 scents, and that's what we'll pour at their event. And you're right, the collaboration, this is the best part, collaborating with Judy, because I don't have to think about food.
That's right.
I don't have to think about the place. It's going to be nice and welcoming for my guests and her guests. So it's truly been a great collaboration.
I thank you for coming, Teresa. How many months I've been trying to get you on At the Table with Chef Jay?
It's been a few months.
I'm just so honored and so happy to have you there. As my sister, first of all. And also as a business partner together. I love that. And of course, don't forget, South Africa is coming up. If you would like to join us, did you tell how we can follow you?
Yes, you can follow me. You can find me at meaningfulescapes.com. Straight to my website, Meaningful Escapes Boutique Travel Agency on Facebook, Instagram, all the things. But yes, so if you just put in Meaningful Escapes, we will show up.
Okay, please follow her and support this young lady. She's amazing. And we've known each other for so many years. I mean, it's just so awesome to have somebody in your community. That's what it's about, having a community together. But we'll see you at the table to try this delicious bread pudding. Welcome back. We're sitting with Teresa Tidwell-Smith. Before we try your dish, what does food and family mean to you, Teresa?
Oh, wow. Food means community, gathering, family, love.
I love it. Well, guys, she did make this homemade, let me see,
Topping,
yes,
syrup.
butter, syrup, butter, vanilla, sugar, and a little bit of cream. So I'm going to drizzle it on this delicious looking bread pudding. And then I'm going to try, guys, and I'm going to let you know how it tastes, okay? I got to make sure I get some of them raisins. It's soft, it's filling, it's dense. The raisins is a kick. The cinnamon nutmeg is perfect. And the salsa just tops it off to make it perfect. Teresa, what else would you like to share? Thank you for sharing this amazing dish and your story.
Thank you for allowing me to share one of my favorite dishes in memory of my mother, of course. Like I said, my grandmother was usually the baker, but when my mother did bake and make bread pudding, it was, you could just feel the warmth of the house, of the home. But hey, I am Teresa Tidwell-Smith, owner of Meaningful Escapes Boutique Travel Agency, and I travel to eat and eat to travel.
That's what we have in common, okay, guys?
So if you're looking for a culinary experience, please don't hesitate to reach out to Meaningful Escapes Boutique Travel Agency. We can take care of you.
And the trip to South Africa is in October. Tell us what that is.
We do have another trip to South Africa, October the 3rd through the 13th. We've extended the days this year just so we can get some more culinary experiences in and some pampering. So please join us. You can go to my website, meaningfulescapes.com.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for joining. That wraps another episode of At the Table with Chef Jay. Before we say goodbye, don't forget, show some love, hit that like button, share the joy with your friends and family, and of course, subscribe.